want you to hear the stories. That's what's so important here, that will convey to you the type of humanitarian crisis that continues this morning and is only getting worse. The chef had a seat on his helicopter. It was packed with food. He allowed us to go with him. Here's what we saw. We took off from Nassau with a helicopter full of hope. So much water, fruit, and food that some of it was nearly in Chef Jose Andres' lap. He wasn't mad about that. He was unhappy with his pace.
I blame myself today. If things go well, we're going to deliver 7,500 meals. But for me, this is half of what we are supposed to be doing already.
The first place we landed was Green Turtle Key and the Abaco Islands. People were waiting. As the chef offloaded food, we went to ask people what they need.
Homes!
Homes, she yelled. In this community of about 550 people, it looked as though most every structure was either damaged or destroyed, including the food stores.
We need ice.
We have no power. We need generators and stuff to no power.
We need generators. We get some generators for people.
We just need a lot of help.
And that is why the delivery from Chef Andres matters. And he didn't just bring food.
You asked for it, you got it.
From here, the chef headed for Treasure Cay. He landed on a tennis court and was welcomed with caution.
This right here, right now, has only been allowed to be used so far for Coast Guard. What we set up here was for Coast Guard only, for emergency evacuations.
The chef was welcomed with some caution. They didn't know him, and the man in the orange shirt wanted his business card.
Sir, I never had a business card in my life.
Okay.
Look at, I'm here, and I'm going to come every day for you. You're telling me.
You make available how to reach you, we'll coordinate how to do all of that. Okay?
But they'll come every day
What
to
I'm
bring you
looking for
food.
is a few sandwiches out of helicopter. We're going to need to set up a real food center here.
I understand, sir, and I can help you, but until we do that, let me start giving you the food. That's all I'm
Take it over here to the community center. Okay?
The chef walked over to the community center and asked them what they need for this community of about 1,500 people.
What we need is like maybe pasta sauce, canned goods, rice, grits.
shelf stable. So you
Yes.
need those things.
Yes.
You don't have a lot of quantity of those.
No.
Do you have or no?
We
But
don't.
do you have a capacity to cook it?
Yes.
Let them know this the sandwiches.
Before leaving, we asked volunteer fireman Greg Johnson to assess the conditions for us.
It's deplorable. People are getting violent, angry, upset. And we're trying to get our government officials, if you guys do see this, please come down here and show your faces. We need you guys to show your faces here so the people can understand and know that you guys care. At this point in time, we are on our own, and the U.S. is the only place that is helping us.
This morning, I'm starting to see more police and military from the Bahamas getting on airplanes, presumably headed in that direction. Listen, there's some good news. The Chef's organization, World Central Kitchen, they rented a ship from Florida. That ship arrived here last night. It's got 20,000 meals prepared and a whole lot of food to prepare even more meals, okay? On top of that, let me just say this. What you saw in that piece really conveys what is going on here. There's no real leader sort of in the field, so the chef is landing wherever he can find a spot, and people there are sort of taking on leadership roles. And the chef said to me yesterday, I've been asking the government, tell me where to go. Tell me where you need food to be delivered, and I'll go there specifically. But he says as of right now, he's not getting an answer, so he's going wherever he hears food is needed, landing, and trying to give it out if they'll take it. Jerika?
Wow, David Begnaud for us in the Bahamas. Thank you. Oh my gosh, the desperation.
Yeah, and confusion on the ground in the aftermath of a storm like this. And you saw it right there in David's piece.
In that moment, what do you need? Homes.
Yeah.